Good morning, lovely humans. It is Molly, and I'm here for another writing vlog. After I let my dog outside. That creature is an aggressive bell ringer. I have not been awake very long, so sorry for the wacky hair. It needs a wash. But I figured that I would make myself a smoothie, and I would bring you with me. And we would chat, and we would catch up from that depressing end of my last writing vlog to where I am now. It's been a few days, and I'm really grateful for those few days. Yeah, mostly. It's been mostly better. So, let's see. When we left off, I was in a really bad place. I was getting very frustrated. So I did tab everything. I showed you that little clip. And I'm using that religiously. So if I start a writing session, right away I go look for a blue tab. Because blue tab means I can do this. It's not going to be awful. And I'm good with that. Okay, we want inside. Okay, so I have some berries. And I have my yogurt. And I have orange juice. And I have spinach. So yes, I start all my sessions with a blue writing scene now. And because of that, I've actually made some progress in the last couple days. That's a little much fruit. Maybe I should pay attention. Yeah, it's looking good. I actually ended up rewriting a couple scenes or large portions of some scenes that I didn't think I would rewrite, but those rewrites actually were pretty quick and easy. Agiel, hey, don't rub on that. Yeah, okay, 1 second. We're gonna walk away from the camera. Hi, yes. So those rewrites, yes, have been not as bad as I was worried about them being. So that's good. We're a shoulder kitten. That's what we do. He's not on the counter. Off the counter. Nah, leave it. I did get a very helpful comment on my last video from Indian Insomniac about how I should not stress quite so much, and that what I could always do is contact my beta readers and say, I'm going to give you half of the novel. Then you can give me your predictions for what you think is going to happen in the second half. And then that would give me a little bit of extra time to continue writing and make sure that it's like at the level that it should be for the whole process of beta reading. And I thought that that was a really, really useful comment. And I am very much so taking it into consideration. So I'm not going to get mad at myself if I don't get as much done as I would like to. Right now, I'm just going to be content with getting stuff done, making progress, because that is the most important part, is just making progress in general. So, yes, that is my fantasy that I'm currently working on, and that is how things have been going. What am I going to do today? Well, I'm going to have this smoothie. Yum. I'm going to mix up this smoothie. I'm going to clean up my mess. And I'm going to write. I'm going to write as much as I can. I printed out everything scene by scene yesterday, everything that I have done so far, so that I can look at each point of view as its own kind of read, and just make sure that Cassidy sounds like Cassidy in all scenes, and that she sounds different from Laird, and he sounds different from Quinn, and I don't know, because I hate reading books from multiple perspectives when everyone sounds the same, but right now that's kind of what my writing is at. So Let me blend. Yeah, we'll see where we get today. I finally got past a good, like, action type sequence where stuff happens. So I'm hoping that will help me feel like things are less slow. And I got a scolding pep talk from my husband last night, saying that I need to stop thinking that all of my beans are shit and that I need to just trust that they're good and that I can write. Which I'm still not certain about. That remains to be seen. Life is looking up right now, and I figured I'd take you with me on a slightly more positive day. These guys will probably be joining. Right, Yude? Yes, because you like to be in the way. In the morning. My cats are being really weird and it's really late and really quiet and I'm like slightly freaked out. So what I do is I always make a duplicate copy of the draft that I'm currently editing and kind of delete scenes and stuff as I go so that it's easy for me to visualize like in the computer where I'm at. So on that one I have 35,000 words left. And in my current draft 4.5, I'm at about 30,000 words. So I'm almost halfway, because I also have a scrapped scenes document, and for this draft, I'm at 10,000 words scrapped, which is really painful to think about, like, ugh. And that's not including the, like, sentences that I just deleted and didn't even bother saving. Pain. But I do know I do have a few extra scenes to write in, and I have some scenes that need to be made longer, so that will boost my word count back up to where I would like it to be. But that's not today. Today is I'm tired. And I should probably go to bed so that I can get up early tomorrow morning. That is everything for tonight. I just thought I'd do a real quick update and tell you that I actually got some stuff done today. More than I have in the last few days. So we're hoping that that is indicative of how the next couple days will go. How often is it that you can use words like indicative? I wish it was more often because that's a really good word. And it just sounds cool and it rolls off the tongue nicely. Anyway, that's when you know I'm really tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I might talk to you tomorrow. I might not. We'll see how busy I am. A nice little treat left over in my office from the last video that I did. So, focus. So, I decided to make use of it. So I'm eating some chips, drinking some wine, and writing some stuff. So what are we gonna chat about? I currently just hit a point where all of my scenes are red and or yellow, red and or. They're both there. Red and yellow, red and yellow. And even the next 1, 2, 3, and the next 7 scenes that I encounter after this is all red and yellow. I'm not thrilled to be doing that. And I seem to be cutting a lot more than I'm keeping. It's a little aggravating because I'm slashing my word count right now. That's why we need wine. It's a good thing I have like 5 other bottles here. 5? Yes, 5. I'm about to try to combine 2 decently long scenes into one scene because it's slightly redundant to have both of these scenes in like 2 back-to-back chapters, but I can't just scratch one and keep the other because they do go over like different information, so I have to figure out what information of each scene I am keeping, what interactions from each scene I'm keeping, and combine it to be just one new scene instead of 2 old scenes. So that's what I have to try to do tonight. One scene is marked as yellow. The other scene is marked as pink and is long. Oh shit, that next scene goes into it too, and that's also pink. Ooh. I'm not gonna get to bed until late. I'll check in in a bit. I'm gonna go drink some wine and eat some chips and write some words. It's 1:15 in the morning. My wine is gone, and I'm so tired from a mix of the fact that it's late and my wine is gone. I think I'm gonna go to bed. I did work on this chapter, and it's getting there. It's really hard to combine scenes though. And because I'm combining scenes, I have my document set up like this, and it's major squinting to try to read the words. So I'm going to leave the major squinting for when I'm not falling asleep in my chair. So yes, good night. And we will speak again on the morrow. I'm good night. Good morning. It's more like it's afternoon. It's 12:08 here. So I actually did get a lot of sleep last night, which was nice. And then my allergies are like slightly out of control today. So, reacted. Took that with my breakfast. And now I'm just kind of getting ready to get back into writing and crank out as much as I can today because there's a lot that needs to get done this week. A lot. And that's really all I have to say this morning. Is I just am here to write, and I am awake. I wrote some words, and then I sat in the sun and wrote more words. Came inside, wrote more words, had a shower. I've set a slightly unreasonable goal for myself, trying to get to page over 200 in this draft. And where I left off, I am on let's call it 165. And some of this is a little mixed up though. So I'm on 165, which means I've got about 40 pages to do. Let's get cracking. Working away, wondering why I'm so exhausted and just ready to sleep because I slept really well last night for once. And then I realized that I took Reactin earlier. Non-drowsy, it said non-drowsy. And good lord, it's like barely almost 9 now, and I've been ready for bed since 6. It's made it very hard to get much progress done tonight. But I'm going to go take a chapter upstairs and have a bath, work on it in the bath, and I just go to bed. Like, I know it's probably going to be 9:30 when I go to bed, but I've been ready since 6, so it's happening. I need sleep, and I'm not going to take allergy medication tomorrow. Unless I'm sneezing a lot, then I might be forced to, but oh, good lord. I actually made progress today, though. I don't know how close I am to page 200, because I have done a lot of random scenes, random blue scenes to work on, so it's kind of hard to gauge page number progress, but I have actually gotten a lot done, and I feel really good about what I did today, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm pretty sure that I can carry on this progress to tomorrow, and that will also make me feel even better. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you in the morning.